Hi, Leo. I am so happy to be back. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. And if you are back, thank you for sticking with me. I moved, I got a new job, just all the things going on. But I am back for this reading, and what I heard was Leo in love. So I don't always do love readings, but that's what I'm hearing, so that's my guess. Let's see what comes out for you, Leo. Whatever this is, Leo, it feels slow. I mean, it feels not even like Sunday morning. It feels like molasses. New birth, guarded vigilante. Ooh, interesting. It's interesting because this feels both like the Tower and the Fool. Right? Which, it sounds like something you might want to pass on. However, I don't think so. I think it's like getting straight to the point. So I'm seeing now, Spirit is showing me, I live in the city, so I see this often, so probably something you've seen before. However, I'm seeing concrete, like a sidewalk, and where it's cracked, these flowers growing up, kind of against all odds, right? Okay, let's get into it a little bit more. New birth, guarded vigilante. There's a little bit interesting. There's a little bit of a feeling of, I don't know, take this in the most gentle way possible, but almost like I'm just going to burn it all down and begin again. Okay, tell me about this new birth, please. What does Leo need to see? The Chariot. Look at this. Okay, when I get into this deck, I pretty much say every card is my favorite card. This is weird, though. I didn't know this image this morning had to do with this reading, but I take a walk in the morning, and when I was walking, I walk all the way down to nearly the governor's house and then back. And it's interesting here because I was seeing not 2 of these dogs, these exact dogs, but I was seeing 5 with a woman leading them. And she was really in control of their kind of ferociousness, but she was so gentle at the same time. I mean, I don't have an affinity for dogs necessarily. I've had them, I love them, but so what I'm saying, it was odd for me to get that image because it's not something I think about often. And then here we have the Sphinx and the Chariot. This is the year of the Chariot, 2023. It's the year to, like, if you're going to bitch about it, to do something about it. Maybe that's the guarded vigilante is what I was feeling. And it kind of feels like, oh, this is intense, Leo. Let's just keep going. I am getting the sense in this case you're the Sphinx, though. Anytime the cat comes in, any type of cat, there's a lot of messages there, but independence is incredibly important. Look at this, unity on the bottom. This is weird, Leo. This unity, I would kind of immediately, and what I would normally think is with another person or with a community, but this feels like yourself. With a truer version of yourself, like finding what you really like and what you really want. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see what's hidden or what you might not see. I mean, it's going back to just feeling super slow again, but then the Chariot is here. Maybe you have somebody that you're kind of dealing with that's kind of hot and cold, all in and then all out. I don't like the way this feels. I'm just telling you, if you feel frustrated, I feel frustrated as well, so confirmation. 9 of Cups. What you don't see is really... shit, it's all the good. It's all the good that is possible. It's, oh wow, interesting. So I've never seen this before. I was just shown a picture, in my head of course, of, I don't know why I over-explain things, by the way, so just bear with me. But I was shown the image of a little girl at a fence, kind of grabbing the fence and looking up and over it. And on one side of the fence she was looking over into, it was just barren. It was just like this dirt field. There was nothing going on. You know, it's like a home had been torn down and then just removed. And on her side, behind her, are all these beautiful tall grasses and butterflies, and you know, there's insects and flowers, and things are blooming and things are alive. But for some reason she keeps looking over into something that is barren. It's like she doesn't realize the 9 of Cups. She's in it. If she would plug into it. Something about that. Let's get another for that. Oh, these are upside down. Let's get another for that. Tell me about the 9 of Cups and Leo, please. Yeah, it's, wow, Leo. It's just it's the perfect time for you to move your attention on yourself. You know, I don't know how much you believe exactly in energy. I mean, you're watching this, so probably somewhat. But the more you think about someone, something that isn't giving that back to you, the more you're just feeding them. Your thoughts are feeding them. And it's depleting you. It's distracting you from what's really available. Although, Leo, I totally get it. This is the thing, the mind. Let me just give you this short example or lesson, whatever it is. But you are not your mind. You're the one listening to all the stuff in the mind. The mind, whatever device you're watching this on right now, that device is more similar to your mind than your spirit is to your mind. Think of your mind as a hard drive on a computer, and it's filled with files. For those of you a little bit older, you can think of filing cabinets if you want, right? Either way, this is how long I've been doing this. So every file holds an experience. And what happens is when you go out into the world, you meet people, you accept jobs, whatever it is, your mind, which isn't you, it's just the memory bank, through something called proclivity, at the right time in the right place, your mind just pops up all the files. So I don't think people understand how often we are acting and reacting on events from the past. It's like if you were disappointed a lot growing up or even just recently, that becomes a habit in the mind. That becomes the strongest neural pathway, and it's the one you start to lean on. That's why the little girl keeps looking at the barren land, because it's her habit. It's what she's used to. It doesn't mean it's real, and it doesn't mean it's the only possibility. So how do we fix that? How do we train the mind? First, the easiest, none of it's easy, but one way is by learning to be present. Anytime you think of the past or project to the future, you're strengthening those neural pathways that lead to a reaction that you don't have as much control over. Here's a little philosophy lesson. Okay, let's go to the next. So what can you learn here, Leo? What can you learn? This, while it feels tough, it's incredibly positive. What can be learned here, please? For Leo. The Queen of Swords. Oh, Leo, one more. Interesting. Okay. I want to explain things, and then sometimes I get the one more. And, sometimes the one more can slightly change the perception of the first. So I'm going to listen. I'm going to be present. Tell me about the Queen of Swords, please. That beautiful Sphinx. I actually have one that looks just like her, named Eleanor. Okay, beautiful. This came up on the bottom earlier, so now here it is again. And the Two of Cups. Wow, Leo. This is super positive. What I'm seeing here is what can be learned through this process of turning your gaze from what is lacking to what is full, what is there, what is available. You know what weird. I just saw a man. Weird, Leo. I just saw a man, or, switch genders any way you like there with regards to the symbolism. But I was shown a man on that barren yard. And it's like, what Spirit is trying to teach you is how to keep your attention on yourself and what you want and what you're creating and how to vocalize that. It's unity with your higher self. It's bringing your energy, your power, your attention, your awareness back to home, the home in your heart. And from there, it's like, if you're having any kind of troubles with a partner in any way, it could be, topics, but it seems like what Spirit's saying, a big part of it is because you have to learn to focus on you. And once you do that, it seems like coming together, whether it's with that person or somebody completely different, will have a different energetic experience. Weird. Leo, I don't know if I've ever seen this much as far as messages that I'm being given. Because after I said that, I saw grass and flowers grow across the barren yard next door. This is really beautiful, Leo. Okay, let's just get a little bit deeper. Leo, where can you find support here? Where can support be found for Leo? The Eight of Wands. Let's get one more. Jeez. And Strength. Man. And it's, it's interesting because usually there's a lion on Strength, right? For Leo the lion, but here it's like you're the cat, this independent cat, kind of closing the mouth on whatever is calling for your attention all the time, and really moving forward on whatever it is that kind of, instead of gets the attention of The lower chakras, the first and the second, where you're just want to be wanted, you just want to be needed, you just want to be a part of something, to the higher chakras, with this purple and with this blue, where you're really able to water your own garden, therefore meeting up with someone that has more of a equal emotional resonance. Also, this gold infinity here, to me, is an indication that Spirit is telling you that yes, you are unique, your thoughts are unique, the way you see things, feel things, think things, that is unique. And it's unique in a really positive way. So that's just a confirmation for some of you. If you feel on the outside of, if you're on the outside of, you have outgrown that. Okay. Let's see what you could let go of or what needs to change. I feel like we've gotten into that quite a bit, but maybe we can get a little bit more of a specific answer and then we'll wrap it up. Judgment. Leo, I feel like, okay, for some of you it is judgment on these other people, but it would be, or person, the idea to not judge them is to not even spend time thinking about that. And for some of you, it's judgment about you. Listen, you didn't stay too long. You didn't do too much. You did you. You gave a lot. And that's nothing to feel bad about. Stop looking at it though. Again, I saw that barren kind of yard. What a beautiful and odd symbol, right? To come in. Okay. Any other advice here, please, for Leo? I would love to hear if any of this resonated, if you find anything interesting. Okay, any final advice for, wow, Leo? The Seven of Wands, interesting, and Justice. Judgment, the Seven of Wands, and Justice. Okay, this is interesting because this cat on Justice has his eyes closed. Like, he is not looking over there. Look at, he's holding two birds on the scales of Justice and he's not even looking. You know why? Because he knows, oh, there's the star. Healing. After you let go of the judgment, defend what you deserve. Defend your own energy. And then the healing comes with the star. The justice is when you don't look that direction anymore and you go inward, deep into your own heart. Wow, Leo. This reading was really beautiful. I appreciate y'all so much. This is what Spirit has for you today.